Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another quick pick prediction video. In this video, I'll be predicting the light heavyweight bout between Tafon Nchukwi versus Mike Rodriguez. And first off, I would like to say, subscribe to Tafon's YouTube channel, follow my IG, Dude's Funny. So IG, follow him. I might drop links in the description. So follow him on IG, follow him on YouTube. His YouTube, try and bud that YouTube out. So shout out to Tafon Nchukwi and those things. Funny on IG, YouTube work in progress. Good dude, good man, whatnot. Follow, support. But yeah, Tafon Nchukwi versus Mike Rodriguez to get to prediction. It's really like a tight matchup, very tight matchup. I see a lot of people high on Tafon Nchukwi as far as prediction-wise for this fight, but I can't really be as high as I want to be with this one. And ultimately, it's going to be an average, maybe even a low confidence level in this one. But if you see where I'm going, I'm leaning to Tafon Nchukwi to win, but it's not as, predictable, or it's not like as easy to predict him as it should be or could be. I feel like it's just like BJJ is much higher than what he has shown. I don't know, from outside the cage to in the cage, you lose some things because you being there and all that adrenaline and all that blood pumping and all that pressure. So your mind don't really click the same when you get in the cage because of all those factors. But his jiu-jitsu has not shown where has shown outside the cage in competitions and in the gym and whatnot. It's not like translating as well as it should be. Wrestling, definitely, I'm not saying he never like really super great wrestler, so that's not like something that's not translating. It's just an area to work on. Speed, I do feel like speed is definitely something that's a concern for me. I feel like he has fast kicks, but his hands and overall speed is not the fastest. Very slow and methodical. I would say he's even kind of slow for heavyweight, so it's not like even a heavyweight he wouldn't be a faster guy. As far as maybe timing wise, he'd be faster, but overall speed, not the fastest guy. So I feel like Mike Rodriguez will have a pretty good speed advantage over him. But what I do like in Tafon and Nchukwi, let me talk more about Mike Rodriguez. I've been talking about Tafon a lot, but Mike Rodriguez got some very good knees, very good clinch, got some good elbows. He'll be the longer man. I think he's more explosive, more dynamic, you could say. So he definitely has his own thing. But on Mike Rodriguez side, what I was saying, talking about Tafon Nchukwi's grappling, is because Mike Rodriguez's wrestling defense has been pretty much horrendous for the most part. Definitely questionable, definitely an area, definitely a chink in his armor, definitely the Achilles heels of his wrestling and jiu-jitsu. So if Tafon would be able to, work on that wrestling or just work to get some trips, get some takedowns. He does have a pretty good trip, a good little outside trip, and or a trip from the little Muay trip, or Muay sweep, and be able to get the top position, land some ground and pound and control him on the ground. That'd be a very good opportunity to make, if he was able to be a little bit smoother with that, that'd be a pretty clear path to victory, and like he could really dominate this fight without question. But we don't know. We got to see. We haven't to really seen from him to fight that such a clean performance just yet. So far his performances have been kind of a little bit clunky. But again, it's a spectacle for the guy with only like 5-1 or something. Yeah, I had to look at that. But very short career and still need a lot of experience. But ultimately, I'm leaning Tafon Nchukwi. I do feel like Rodriguez is the more dangerous striker at this given moment. Like I said, he's more explosive. He's longer. I think he packs more power, more knockout potential. I feel like Nchukwi has heavy hands, but not heavy to the extent where it's necessarily makes up for the fact that the lack of speed from him, lack of explosiveness from him, at least with his hands. His kicks can be pretty fast, but punches a little bit slow. Overall, not the fastest guy, but I'm only to Nchukwi to. I feel like his defense is tighter. He keeps his hands up all the well. Fundamentals pretty solid, and fundamentals could take you very far. And at this level, fundamentals are really everything. We start going up further than the people that break the rules and rewrite the puzzle that really be dominated. But yeah, here I go again, getting myself sidetracked. But to ultimately get to the conclusion, I see Tafon Nchukwi with the better fundamentals. Keep those hands tight, keep them in close. He might have a slow, methodical style, like a walk you down, break you down style. But I feel like that's gonna be a good enough stylistically to beat Mike Rodriguez. Is supposed to be dangerous early and probably win that first round. But over time, this Nchukwi's constant forward pressure, going forward, attacking that lead leg, landing switch kicks to the body, trying to come over top, trying to smother him. And Rodriguez does have a tendency to start to fade, in that second round, like half of the second round into the third, something like his pace. And then Nchukwi on his side, that man be running like 6 miles a day and fasting and stuff. He be doing while he's fasting. So that man has a lot of cardio. It's just that he's not like his cardio is bad. He has great cardio, to be honest, especially for his size. For that be that big, if you're running 6 miles a day, the man has amazing cardio. It's just that it might look like he has cardio, it might not like he has insanely high cardio. It's just that has a slow, methodical style, but his cardio is up there. It's very much up there. So definitely has a better cardio. Definitely push the higher pace, or not higher pace. His pace not that crazy, but can maintain that pace, maintain a slow, methodical pace. But he's gonna constantly be in your face, constantly working. And Rodriguez got that tendency to slow. I feel like Nchukwi's gonna be able to catch most of those shots on his guard, high hands, catch kicks, maybe even get a trip off the kick, catching the kick, and it's constantly be in Rodriguez's face, constantly there. Maybe give it that first round. Eventually, that constant forward pressure, that constant pace as Rodriguez starts to slow down. And Nchukwi's going to take advantage of it. I don't think he gets a stoppage, but I do think he wins the second and third and wins a pretty close decision over Rodriguez. But close or clear, but competitive fight nonetheless. So in this one, I have Tafon Nchukwi via decision.